Good evening, gentlemen. My name is Pro.
Hi, Pro. Where are you calling us from, brother?
Bro.
I'm calling from Durban.
Okay, no, sure. Go ahead.
Looking forward to the CAF Champions League fixtures coming up. But I don't want to comment about CAF Champions League. I want to comment about the resurgence of Amazulu.
Okay.
Looking at the new king that has taken over the Zulu nation, I know that Coach Benni and his troops would like to welcome the king properly, and who knows, they might finish second and compete in the CAF Champions League next season, and then join Mamelodi Sundowns, of course.
No, for sure. That would be a good return from this from the season. But then what do you think is the mandate for Coach Benni next season? Just a piece of silverware, or do you want to go for the big one? What's your ambition for the club come this season if Benni does get second place?
Look, it's going to be difficult for him because he's going to be entering a new level where you'll be competing both on the continent and the domestic league.
Yeah.
I'm not expecting him to do as well as he did this season.
Interesting.
I want to believe that he's going to finish in the top 8, but I don't think he's going to maintain the form like he's been doing this season, unfortunately.
You don't think that maybe with a couple of new faces, proper preseason, he can maintain and build on this level? You think it'll actually go down? That's interesting.
He still needs to prove himself. I don't think that he's a marathon coach. I think he's a short sprint coach. Next season, you will need to prove himself as a marathon coach.
So okay, Mfuto wa manje, you're saying is Mfuto a sprint at the moment?
I beg your pardon?
Mfuto we ino manje at Amazulu?
No, I don't think Uguti is going to go a long way at Amazulu. That is why I'm saying he's a short sprint type of coach. But I know that he's going to do well enough to finish in the top 8. But I don't think Uguti he is going to maintain the same form that he has this season.
Okay. So one corner, yeah.
Hey, Pro.
That's an interesting one, bro.
No,
Can we catalog? You're making a note of Pro.
No, but let me tell you, there's something interesting about Benni as a coach. Benni strikes me as the kind of coach Meti. Then you have got Cabo Zondo. Now, I was privileged to be coached by Cabo Zondo. You have got a very stubborn, astute coach. And that's what you're having in Benni,
right?
And even Meti, the current coach of Sundowns,
yes,
they are sure of what they are doing,
right?
So whatever anybody else wants to say, they're not bothered. They will keep on the process. Now, Benni, even when he loves the job, is not after the paycheck first and foremost. Benni is a kind of coach that is after his pedigree, his name. He has got that individual pride of success. That will continue with him.
Right.
Benni is willing to say, no, I don't agree with you. You'll be on the bench because you're not giving me what you're having.
Yeah.
If Benni is given the resources that is promised, and he can strengthen the squad,
right,
he will have a pool of players to choose from to compete on 2 fronts.
Yes.
Benni will still be very competitive next season.
That's what I was going to ask then. Do you guys, what do you think of that? Do you think he's going to be stronger next?
It's very interesting what Pro is saying. It's very interesting. Not that I agree with it entirely, but I think what is interesting for me and the coaches and the two ex-players from next on my left, they will agree with what I'm going to say, that the imprint of a coach, you see it from his preseason. Now you will get to see the feel of Benni in this Amazulu team. He will also have the signings.
Yes.
So, but most importantly, and this is why it was thought that Benni and his management team were jumping at the opportunity of getting into the Bafana. Pity from what we are getting to understand. They also got to mess it up themselves, through their demands. It's a story that will be narrated in the next few weeks to come.
Can't wait.
Yes, but because Benni has got that international profile, and he's never hidden the fact that he wants to return to Europe and coach at that level.
Yes.
So coaching at international level gets him back quicker,
right? On that stage,
on that stage,
right?
And now he gets that opportunity. You play 2 matches, You just play 2 matches. You're in the group stages. Group stages, most of the time, allows you to be watched in Europe, allows you to be watched in Asia, in North America, in South America, in Australasia, all over the world. And now this would be a Benni McCarthy who's won the CAF, in fact, the UEFA Champions League, now coaching in the CAF Champions League. That's why when we spoke to him back then, when he was at Orlando Pirates, he was so looking forward to playing in the CAF Champions League and doing well. PT Orlando Pirates at the time was not doing well in the CAF Champions League because they arrived after the exploits of 2013, and they were getting knocked out easily. So they couldn't progress further to the group stages. You understand what I mean? So this is a true test for Benni. For me, even more than Bafana, because Bafana maybe plays once and 6 months.
Exactly. And there's a lot
this,
where you can say
this time there's an opportunity for him to be on a continental top level in continental football almost every fortnight. You know, so it's going to be very interesting. And I know that he's coached in the CAF Confed with the Cape Town City, but maybe he was coaching a team that is not really that ambitious at that level, because Cape Town City, if you checked, I saw with one thing, even the composition of the team, they would take inexperienced players, they would leave their stronger players behind, and then you could say that you want to achieve it here. So with AmaZulu, it's going to be a true test. So let's wait and see.
Okay, wait and see approach.